Hey everybody, another interview. Wow, you guys are lucky. Today we have Foxy on the show. I'm really excited. I know all of you are excited. Foxy, are you excited?
I'm so excited.
You're so excited. Where are you from? That's hot. Where are you from? Where are you from?
Originally from Tucson, Arizona, but I now reside in Las Vegas, Nevada. So, of course, the wild and crazy desert areas.
Are you Mexican?
Yes, I am. I'm Hispanic, and yeah, my parents are of Mexican descent.
So, professionally, you are I'm gonna just a porn star.
Yes,
You claim
I'm
porn.
a transsexual porn star,
Okay.
to be exact.
To be exact, and by transsexual, I mean you got some tits and a dick, right?
Tits, a dick, a laca, all that
Yeah.
stuff.
I had the opportunity to do a little research, and
Ooh, what did you find?
I found a whole lot of stuff. Interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. Today, I'm like, okay, today I'm gonna look on your Twitter feed. Everybody should follow her, by the way. Some good stuff there. I found a link to this site today, having to do with you. Like the scene is you doing like this domination thing that has like
Yeah,
this whole like immigration vibe to it, which is
exactly.
which is really hot. There's something that you said during the little preview clip that I saw. There's a point where you have your penis in like smacking your penis on this dude's face, and you're saying "kiss your freedom," and I think that's the
Yeah,
hottest
that
fucking thing
that
I've ever
that
heard in my life.
site is just very extreme. They bend all the rules, like whatever you can think of, every kinkiest toy, machine, anything that you can think of,
So
they do it. And I was playing an immigration officer,
I think you did very
and
well in it.
so it was fun.
Okay, can we just
I was even banging him while he was looking at the Statue of Liberty.
right? Oh god, that little pic. There's a picture that's floating about. You know, the little pictures, and I think people should look at this stuff because it's a hot picture with the Statue of Liberty while you're like totally banging the dude. Um,
Yeah.
okay, I know this is kind of weird. We just went right into like sex talk. Is that what you get all the time when you talk to
I'm
people?
so sorry.
No. I don't. I have no qualms with it. I just think that maybe I jumped way ahead, getting right
Yeah,
into
we
the
should save the juicy for the
yeah
juicy stuff for the end, right?
right.
Or actually, now we
Is
got all the listeners' attention.
I know.
So,
Now we can get with the board stuff. No. I'm really tripped out because okay, I had let me just get I had Buck Angel on the show maybe a month ago,
oh,
and
awesome.
yeah, very interesting cat. And I, one of the things that I researched and do you- I asked him what he thought of the word tranny.
Hmm.
What do you think of that word?
Tranny is just a slang term for transsexual.
Hmm.
It's a shorter version. I really don't have a problem with people using it. It doesn't offend me personally. Um, I think something more like transvestite to me bothers me just because it sounds so old fashioned and it refers to me as a cross dresser basically. Um, but I think one word that I really don't care for it would be she-male. Um, of course, it's another made up term. Um, but again, there's so many different terms that people use. Again, some people get offended by others. Personally, I prefer transsexual or tranny or TS over any of the other ones.
Now
But
you. We've already mentioned that you have a penis and that you have breasts.
yeah.
Are you in the mindset of not removing your penis?
Yeah, I've come to the conclusion that I'm very comfortable with who I am and with my body. And I don't think that having to go through such an extreme operation would change anything. or make me feel any more complete than I already am. Some girls, they feel like that's what they need in order to feel complete and to be, 100% woman. Mentally, that's the way some girls are. Again, they don't really care about their penis, or maybe they were just born full woman mentally, and they just don't even pay attention to it, or don't acknowledge it. I like being different, special, and having, a little something extra. That just makes
You got
me
something
feel,
extra. Yeah.
yeah, it makes me feel a little bit more exotic compared to just an average girl.
Oh yeah.
There's something for everyone out there, and I just feel like, this is who I am, and I'm happy with it.
When you look in the mirror, do you see girl or woman? Do you
I
feel
see
it?
a big old woman.
Hot, hot.
Yeah, I'm very feminine. I'm very dominant in my ways, but I'm very feminine. Jeans and t-shirt type of girl. Um, yeah, just always, doing the girly things.
You
So
said transex or transvestite makes is like a weird old word, right? And
yeah.
I want to know about your braces because I'm an older cat. I'm almost 40 years old. I'm almost 40 years old. Let's go.
Oh wow.
Right?
Well,
Can you
you
believe
don't
it?
look
Thank
like
you.
it.
What do I look like? 38? No. Uh,
Oh, you
uh,
look like, I would say mid-30s. Yeah,
oh,
I wouldn't
okay.
say late 30s, but
Yeah. No,
yeah.
it's an
Must
old
be all the
world.
mahi mahi you eat or something.
Right? Oh my god. Clocked, right? Right? Okay, no. So it's like an old. It makes. I agree with you. It's an old world word. I see your things. I'm always your braces. I'm always trying to feel young, and I do things. Are your teeth messed up, or are the braces just to make you look younger?
Well, to be honest,
Because they
I
look
guess,
pretty straight.
yeah, well, I've had them on for, God, going on almost five
Oh
years.
wow, snap.
It's been a long time, so they've gotten straight.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say I just had overcrowding,
Mm-hmm.
and they had to extract some teeth and then pull them together. So now this is the outcome. But it has become basically a trademark of
Right.
my, my image. And now it's like, that's how everyone knows me. And now I think about, oh my God, what am I going to look like once I get them off? And am I going to be, you know, I don't know.
So you're
I
scared? Are you frightened by that?
kind of, because a lot of, people have that fetish of young, innocent looking girls. And I still get carded for a lot of things because I'm so petite, and then I have braces, and they're like, oh my God, you look so young. How old are you? And, no one ever guesses past 20, and they're like, you're kidding me. And I'm like, yeah. Um, but I don't know. I mean, again, it's part of me. I'm so used to them that I don't even know what will happen later, but I guess I would have to end up being the woman that I am once they are off.
You're gonna own it. Everybody's still gonna love you, though, right? I mean, really? Come on.
They
You
better.
fucking
You
better.
guys better. I work
Damn it.
hard for you guys.
Okay, let's talk about your tattoos. You're covered, right?
Well, I just got my arm. I got all this done this past couple days,
Oh
actually.
wow, nice.
So
So
there's
you're,
my little
is that your?
Foxy.
That's cute. So that's your thing right now.
Yeah, I kind of like going for a different look. I try to reinvent myself, so I just won't look, oh, she's never changed. Oh, it's not a new look, or kind of
Yeah.
gets boring seeing yourself look the same way. Um, so I just try to reinvent myself, and I've always been a bad girl inside. So I think this time I'm just gonna unleash the dragon. Rah.
Okay, so you've
The
done.
crazy Mexican, I should say.
Ay, 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 right? No. Let's talk about Mexicanness really quick. My mother Mexican, even though my aunts and uncles they all say she's Filipino, but that's a whole nother story. Um, Chorizo. Whenever I hear the
Three.
word or see the word chorizo, I have to make some sort of crude comment, and it's just in. I think it's in my blood to make a crude comment when it comes to chorizo. Are you the same way?
I think everyone, when they hear chorizo,
Right.
whether they're
Oh.
Hispanic or not, I think just knowing what it is, sausage,
Right.
I
I love
think
it.
everyone makes the comment or some type of comment of it.
Will you say chorizo again? That was hot.
Chorizo,
Check your. Okay.
chorizo.
Do dudes want you to say poppy all the time?
um, it's funny because a lot of the East Coasters they're used to the Puerto Ricans, the Cubans, and whatever. So they probably use papi more than
Right.
a a Mexican Hispanic would.
Right.
You know. So out west, I don't really hear it much. I
What?
go out east, then I hear it all the
Oh,
time.
that's
So
weird. Okay. Um, you've done a lot of you. Well, we'll talk about your adult film stuff here in a bit. I know we sort of jumped the gun earlier. You've done some mainstream stuff as well, right?
yeah, I have. I actually I've done a couple independent films, documentaries, which was fun. Very fortunate that they would have chosen me to be part of their project. And I also did a Showtime um, series called Gigolos, which is like a reality show about male gigolos in Las Vegas. And again, they contacted me and asked me if I would do an episode, and I thought that was awesome.
It's hot.
They wanted a little twist and end the second season with a bang, so why not throw a transsexual in there? So, um, how these people find me, I really don't know. Um, but again, I'm just fortunate that I was the chosen one.
That's good. That's good. Anything else? What were the documentaries about?
The documentary was about one of them was about women with power, meaning running a business in the sex industry, escorting, anything that had to do with, being a woman, whether it's business, sex, porn, whatever. It's just women that have power and, how men react to that, the type of men that they deal with, um, life, the lifestyle, just women and business, sexually or non-sexually. Um, and then there was another one, which is actually still it's going to be shot still. Right now they just put a hold on it. It's called My Dead Diary, and it's about a call girl who is just jaded with, the men in the industry and the people, the way they treat her, that she ends up um, basically murdering her clients. And that's like her way of revenge of the way she's been treated over the years. So it's an online mini series that they're hoping that it will turn into like an actual movie or maybe a series on TV. So I play a part of the girl's friend. So, um, again, that's kind of cool. I actually
Ah,
get a script and
fuck yeah, that's
everything.
really cool.
Role.
So
So
when that's coming out eventually?
eventually, yeah, we're
Okay,
gonna start filming. Hopefully,
and
um,
we'll look forward to
this
that.
summer.
That's for sure. Okay,
Yeah.
let's talk about your. Is there anything else that you've done mainstream? I guess.
Well, I do some radio shows, such as like the Spice Radio, Playboy Radio, and I think the one I don't know, they're both fun. They're all fun. This is fun. I just love interacting and just being yourself on radio is just
Hmm.
it's so fun. And I also do the Jason Alice radio
Oh
show,
wow.
and all those shows are on Sirius XM,
Yeah.
and you can find them Monday through Friday. So Jason Alice,
He used to be like a
yeah,
skateboarder. Yeah, that guy.
yeah, he's a
Yeah,
pro
that sounds.
skater, BMX, like now MMA, and he's just kind of like an all around
Yeah, that's
sport guy. Great person, and his fans are awesome, and I've grown a fan base off, just being off on his show. And every year, every 6 months, they have what's called Alice Mania. So this year it's gonna be in June, and it's gonna be at the Hard Rock. It's called Alice Mania 8, and they are the most hilarious fights, like they're actual fights between his fans and then his crew, against professional people. Or I
crazy.
mean, you can find it on YouTube. Just look under Jason Alice or Alice Mania, and you'll see the craziest fights. I mean, it's so hilarious. So it's fun. I
Do you
try to get my hands on anything I can do that's fun, and entertaining, because I like that.
yeah. Do you play a part in the Ellis Mania things?
I actually last summer I fought an amateur pro boxer.
You fought?
Oh my gosh,
Hot.
yes. And she's like 6 feet tall. I'm only 5'1", and I was just like, oh my gosh, she's gonna kill me. Um, I guess me just being so smaller and quicker, I just kind of,
You kicked her ass.
I won, but she socked me a couple times really good. I was just like, whoa, like this bitch ain't playing. You can see that online as well,
Okay, yeah.
as on alicemania.com.
Tap
But
it soon.
this past, when was it? It was September. I was a ring girl for the event, so that was fun too. A lot of celebrities show up, so it's always cool to just meet so many people that are fans of his show as well.
Right on. Let's talk about the porn industry for a bit now.
Okay.
Before we start, I get I'll interview somebody and they'll have their people sending me a bio, and etc. This interview right here is the first bio I've ever had with penis size on it. By the way, and I saw that, I was like, okay, that's hot. Is that some?
Wait, what?
There was like a whole. It's like, here's your breakdown, like how tall, and it's like penis size, shoe size, right? I thought that was rad. You've done a lot of adult movies, right?
Yeah.
How did you get into it?
Well, I never even had a clue that there was transsexual porn. Like, growing up in Tucson, Arizona, smaller, city, town, it was, there was more drag queens than transsexuals. I just thought, okay, the closest I could be would be a drag queen, because I just never knew about transsexuals. Moving to San Antonio was a big gay community, where I met actual living transsexuals that actually took me under the wing and so forth. So I grew up on it. And when I moved to Vegas, by then I was already transitioned, and I ended up working at a transsexual strip club. Well, it was not strip, but it was a go-go bar. And every year in Las Vegas, they have the AVN, which is the adult, expo here. And all of the performers, directors, photographers, anyone associated in the adult industry, since it is the biggest event of the year, they all come down and basically recruited me. I just wasn't familiar on what type of modeling they wanted me to do. But after I found out, I was just kind of like, whoa, there's porn out there for us. I was just kind of like, I was very curious, but I was very nervous as well. So I kind of like stepped into it thinking, wow, there's my chance to make extra money, to get my braces, to get my breasts. I'm like, how hard could it be? I'm already practically naked in front of men. Might as well do it in front of the camera. So, yeah, it was very nerve-wracking, I would say. It took a lot of getting used to being in front of a camera, in front of a guy, a stranger, basically, because that's who everyone was to me, was a stranger. And But for a couple of shoots, I would take a friend just to feel more comfortable. Um, but overall, we would make the best of it, have fun, and it just became easier. And same with doing hardcore. That was just doing solo work, as a model. Um, then I got into hardcore, which I did my first video with Joey Silvera, who's one of the biggest transsexual directors. And it was like starting over again, having that nerve wracking feeling and being just, oh my God, what's going to happen? Or what do I have to do? And being within a big old production, with lights, cameras, and, like 6 people on set. It was just like, oh my God, this is too much. But got past that. And I think after that, everything just kind of started flowing a little bit more easy. And now it's just like, I'm a natural. I get on stage, I see the camera live, and it's like, boom, just start posing and having fun. So now to me, it's fun. I make it fun, but it's work. And that's what I see it as now, because I'm being paid to do something and I'm there for a certain amount of time. I have to do a job and, I can't leave until I'm finished. So it's like, okay, the better the person I'm working with is, the easier it's going to be, and the quicker we're going to get out. So it's like teamwork. We have to work together in order to create a great scene. But at the same time, we don't want to be there all day, all night, trying to put together a scene. So it's it's a lot of work, draining.
What the business side of it is it where would you say it like lands within the adult industry as far as I guess money like is there more money for girls in straight porn or more money or is it that your genre is a little more unique so you get paid better or I'm not too sure how to.
Actually, I wish we got paid more because we are the fastest niche
Right.
out there. The fastest selling niche out there, and probably one of the most popular. Um, but I think for the amount of work that they expect us to do, and that we actually do, get involved in, I kind of think we get underpaid. Um, but the girls in the straight industry obviously can make more money only because there's more companies, and then if you get contracted, then you're constantly making money, or you get one big lump sum of money. Um, and since transsexual companies, there's only say a handful of them. We work. We basically recycle each other. It's like you go from one company to the next company, and plus we have to have time in between filming from each company, because you can't be constantly shooting the same company over and over and over. You have to kind of rotate and give a little space and time. But there's a lot of transsexuals. There's just not enough companies, and the companies don't want to pay enough. So it's kind of like you're stuck doing it because you love doing it. And there's certain companies that treat you a lot better than others, and I think right now, ever since the economy kind of went down, now it's like some of the higher paying companies have gone down to match the average rate of the other companies. And then other companies have gone even lower to match the low budget companies. So it's kind of like, geez, what else? It's like we do so much, and not only do we have to play a girl part, but we also have to play a guy part, depending on the type of scene. And being on estrogen, it takes a lot more for us to do things, functional wise. Um, yeah, it's
So when that's rough, it sounds pretty
yeah,
rough.
it's a lot of work, and they don't understand, and obviously they really don't care because they're making the money
I don't think very
off
many
of
people
us.
understand that at all. Like,
Yeah, and
it's rough.
it's hard. I mean, if it was just a girl and it was easy for us to just be like, okay, bend over, oh yeah, and
Uh,
pretend and
so,
whatever.
so you
It's
being on
easier.
estrogen, you
Yeah,
being on estrogen makes it
yeah,
hard. When you said it makes it difficult to do stuff, are you saying it's harder to get a boner?
yeah. Just because I mean, I get turned on, you get turned on, but being on set for 4, 5 hours, 6 hours, if you're good, 3 hours, just depending on who you're working with, what they want from you. I mean, it's a lot of time to try to sit there and stay hard completely,
Yeah.
or stay turned on, like, because you're just like, you're hot, you're hungry, there's a lot of stuff behind everything that, blocks your mind from concentration. Of course, there's always pills and stuff that we can take, but again, it's a lot for us because not only do we have to get fucked, we have to fuck too,
Right.
versus just getting fucked or
Yeah,
just
it's like
fuck.
4 scenes in one, right? Shit.
Yeah, so there's times for the lower budget companies, it's like, okay, this is what I'm going to give you because this is what I'm being paid for, and this is what I'm just
Yeah.
saying I have to work with the rates and stuff because I'm not going to be doing everything for little pay. That's just not fair. Of course, a lot of the amateur girls don't know that because they're barely starting in the adult industry, and just like a stepping ladder, we have to start from the bottom and work our way to the top. So a lot of us girls that are on top that have worked really hard, um, having to get knocked down a few notches in pay and stuff, kind of like
It's fucked up.
bugs us.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like,
It's like,
what? We have to get paid the same, and it's just like
and you guys
I'm
can't
not
pick at that
a
shit. It's not like you can boycott because there's people like for days ready to just take your place, right?
exactly. So you kind
It's
of, like I
rough.
said, you just kind of live with it, or you live and deal with it. But again, if you like what you're doing, you love the industry, which I myself, I do. You're just gonna put it aside and do the great job that you're known to do.
So on like the, so when there's a point in when there's a downtime, I guess when you're like, you can't, go and make any films with this company, and you're not obviously not just going to jump on another one and make another one right off the bat. What do you do to keep getting paid?
And well, luckily, I've been fortunate to be able to become business partners and have my own website. So now I direct and star in my own films, my own scenes, run my own company, and now it gives me a better, I have more freedom to do what I want to do when I want to do it. I get creative with my own stuff. So now I have, on my downtime, I'm focusing on my website, which basically that's my priority now, because I'd rather put into my website than to go give it off to somebody else.
That's a lot of work to maintain a website. What is your website?
It is www.ts-foxxy.com, and it has a variety with, I mean, guys, girls, transsexuals. I'm considered bisexual, so I love to do it all and have a variety,
Okay,
I don't like
so you have sex with
to,
women?
yes.
Well, that's got to be interesting. That's hot. And
Yeah.
then people will find this on your site.
Yes, they can find it on this site. Um, Another popular site, which I work a lot with, which is another great company, is TS Seduction, and that is the site that you probably looked at
Yeah, yeah,
earlier.
that's where I was at. That's where I
The
was
very
at. I
hard,
admit it. I
the
admit it.
hard
That's where I was at.
working.
Yeah, seemed pretty hardcore, kinky stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
so it's I would say between my site and their site, those are the two that I probably put my most effort into. Um, if not, it would be for a DVD, for like something for Devil's Films or Evil Angel, because those are like the two biggest um, film producing companies. So It's always good to do work for them. So
That's
it's
cool.
it's
Fun.
fun.
So,
It
do you do any of the
opened my
nerdy?
mind a lot.
Yeah. Do you do any nerdy stuff with your website? Are you like doing like HTML and all that kind of stuff, or do you got cats doing that for you?
Well, yeah, being on the owning part, being in partnership with someone,
Oh, that's cool.
I have someone doing all that stuff because I know there's a lot of legal stuff, there's a lot of technical stuff that I am just not familiar
So you're the
with.
boss.
So, yeah, so I do what I want to do. I have to do it, deadlines, everything, just like everything else, except when it comes to all the editing and, the webmaster part of all of that. Yeah, we have a team, a wonderful team, actually. Um, it's one of the biggest, um, I would say, production companies in the world. So it's great to be working with them and part of a team.
Can
So,
can I ask you just like one question pops into my head when I see a woman with the penis and the boobies, all that stuff. Did you go? Just maybe not even that. Let's just say when I see somebody, your breasts are implants, correct?
yeah, they are.
Okay. Here's my question: when I see somebody or meet somebody with implants, was that your first set, or did you work your way up to that?
This is my first set, and I've been fortunate that they look and feel great. So now I'm afraid to even touch them, even though I want them bigger. I think I would be really chancing it, you know,
What's a
by
re-
them not coming out as great. Because I've seen a lot of messed up breasts. I know a lot of girls in the industry that
Yeah.
they just don't look good, or they did a bad job, or they already had one or two, reconstructive surgeries. So it's like, no, I should be happy with what I have now because they
Yeah,
they look.
I've always thought that third time is not the charm when it comes to breast augmentation. It's like
Or
you gotta,
any surgery.
yeah, right. You have to like go. You have to like know what you want. Just do it one time, and I think they
Yeah.
come out good. And once you start inflate, deflate, it's fucking bad news. What's a
Yeah.
regular day like for you?
Um, I would say the gym, running errands on the computer, doing computer work, and that's about it. If I get extra free time, then I hang out with friends, go to the movies, we'll go out to eat. Um, I travel a lot, so I'm in and out of town. I just got back home today, earlier this afternoon actually. So I'm still kind of like, I'm just happy to be home. So I've been gone for 2 weeks, and it's good to be home. So today I'm like, not doing anything. I'm just gonna lounge and enjoy my time off. 'Cause tomorrow it's back to work.
There's a couple questions that I ask everybody that I have on the show, and I'd like to hit you up with those. Are you all right with that?
Sure. Is that the ocean in the background?
You hear?
Yeah.
You can hear it. Yeah. I don't know. I live maybe 2 blocks away from the ocean. It's kind
Oh,
of
gee, thanks for inviting me over.
hey, when you find your way to Hawaii, we'll go to the beach. How's that? First
Awesome.
thing, I'll pick you up at the airport and we'll go do
Jealous. I love the beach.
it. Don't be jealous of me. I don't. It's not something to be jealous of. Okay, are you are unicorns overrated?
Unicorn as in the animal?
Yes.
Um, I wouldn't say they're overrated. I mean, I personally haven't come around to anyone even talking about unicorns. I know back when I was like in elementary, I was into like all these stickers. Stickers were like so popular. And my favorite stickers were unicorns. Um, and then My Little Pony had unicorns, which I was in love with. But I don't think I've ever, maybe a couple movies that had fantasy type, themes where there's unicorns in there, but I don't know. I don't really hear much of them, and I don't talk about them much.
I
So
talk about them all the time. Um,
really, well,
God,
maybe because
I
you're
fucking
somewhere over the rainbow over
I fucking
there.
love
You see
unicorns.
rainbows
Oh
all
my
the
god,
time.
I love unicorns. I don't know what it is about them. I see one, I get all whoa.
I mean,
Um,
they're so mystical.
right? That's why. That's why.
They're
Uh,
pretty, but it's just like you don't hear so much about them anymore. I don't know. So they have
so
to make another movie and then have unicorns back in there.
thank you. You're first in line. Um, uh, do you, what's your favorite alcoholic beverage?
um, well, since I got into my health and fitness, I would say my new drink is top shelf vodka with soda and a little bit of lime.
What's your old drink?
Whoa,
What were okay? You said that now that
anything
you're
that
into
got
yeah.
me drunk.
Thank you. That's my motto. What? Just put it in front of me.
Yes,
Just
if
put it
it's
in front of
alcohol and
me.
it makes you gag, then it's
Just
good.
put it in front of me. Have you ever been so drunk you fell down?
um,
Not because of the shoes, because you just fucked up.
gosh, I can't remember. It's weird because I think because being that I always had to drive somewhere, whether it's, down the street or to a friend's house, whatever. When I'm being the responsible one, I think I know my limit and I would stop after a while and kind of switch to water and make sure that everyone got home. But there's been a very few times where someone else has drove for the night, and I think in my mind, knowing that I didn't have to worry about driving and stuff, I kind of like went past my limit and kind of just let like I don't think I've ever fallen. Maybe I don't know. I can't.
You can't
I've
remember,
never
yeah?
woken up with. I never woken up with scabs
I
or
have
bruises,
plenty
face.
times. Oh my god,
But
so many
I
times
do.
I've woken up on the ground, or in somebody's last
But
week on the in the bathroom of this dude's garage. This is like, what the fuck?
yeah,
Just
see now,
bad.
passing out is different because I've passed out in a couple of my friends' car and a taxi. I've passed out in my bed by the toilet, but luckily I wasn't hurt in any way.
That's good.
So yeah.
So you do the Twitter thing, right?
Yes, I love
You
Twitter.
seem
I'm
pretty
not so
active on
much.
the Twitter.
Facebook is I don't know. I think I don't know. I
I've
just
given
never
up on
come around
Facebook.
to Facebook.
I've given up on Facebook. I've cut it out of my
Yeah,
life.
Twitter's so fun. Like
Thank you.
I mean, it's so much more easier and entertaining for me. And yeah, I love Twitter. And you can follow me
Where?
at Foxxy702. That's Foxxy702.
I think you all should follow her because it's going to be interesting, and I'm going to make sure everybody does follow you. I'll have it on the blog, all that kind of stuff after the show, and everywhere.
Awesome.
So before I let you go, we've been talking for maybe like a half hour now, right?
I'm not keeping track of
Uh,
time, but it always goes so fast, and you're just like, man, it's over already.
Is there anything that you want to talk about? You got something to promote or anything like that before I let you go?
Well, I'm going to be doing, actually presenting an award. I'm going to be one of the first transsexuals to ever present an award at which is now one of the biggest, gay award ceremonies that's going to be taking place in Chicago. And it's called the Grabbies. And that will be Memorial Weekend, that Saturday. So I'm actually excited because I have a lot of friends that are gay performers and um, you know, just being cool with them like that, we're having that same respect and being able to present at their awards, I think is going to be, you know, a
It's
cool
hot.
experience. Yeah, a lot of fun.
That's hot. And if anybody wants to find you, they find you on your website, right?
Yeah,
ts-foxy.com.
that's correct.
Right on. Well, I
Or on Twitter.
Twitter. Do it. Do it, everybody. Do it.
Do it.
I really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule. to be part of my schedule. Um, yeah, I really
Well,
appreciate
thank
you.
you for
Thank
having
you
me
for
on the
being here.
show, and I want to thank what is that? So Seductive Productions, PR Productions. I'm so used to saying productions.
Yeah, right
So
on.
Seductive PR for, you know, doing my publicity work and obviously getting us connected together because, you know, my friend does a lot for me. So
Yeah, very
I
nice, Scott.
appreciate it. He knows it. Love him.
All right. All right. So I'm gonna let you go then. I really
No.
appreciate. Do you want to talk some more? We can talk all day if you want. I just figured you were busy. What do you want to talk about? Tell me some. Ask me a question.
Okay, so how did you get into doing radio?
Oh, I don't know. I just thought I could do it. I just went for it. Listening to other people, I thought, oh fuck, I can do this shit. I think I can do it better. And you know what I mean? I just felt that way, and so I went for it. And it's where I'm at. Really, I didn't want to work. I think is what it was. I really had zero work ethic. I'm not I have no skills where it comes to like going somewhere and punching in and having someone tell me what to do. I'm not good at that.
Well, I think living in paradise would make you feel that way, right?
It kind of is. It's rough though because here in Hawaii it's crazy expensive to
It,
live. So
yeah,
not having a job is really not an option. It's not a way. It's not a true way of life here. But
yeah.
I have found a way. I have found a way.
Well, that's good. I see you're quite successful at it, so congratulations on
Thank you.
that.
I don't know about successful, but I'll take it. Um, yeah,
Well, I see you have a lot of followers and people
yeah,
that tune. So I guess it
yeah,
could always be better, just like me and my website. It could always
yeah.
be better, but
Always can be better,
yeah.
but yeah. So what? Anything else?
Um, and do you ever come to like the States or have you always lived on the island?
I have lived in California a bit. I lived in New Mexico a little while. I've been to Las Vegas a number of times. Like here in Hawaii, it's like vacation destination. If you live here, vacation destination is Las Vegas. So I've been,
Exactly.
it's
There's a
kind of
lot of
strange. You
Hawaiians,
go there and it's
a
like,
lot of
oh,
Hawaiians
go
that
to the
come
same restaurant,
here
right? It's like
and live
flights,
here.
yeah.
So
So
I
I've been there plenty. I've been kind of all over. Just did a show in London last couple
oh
weeks
wow.
ago. That was kind of hot, man. That place fucking changed my whole fucking thought pattern. It was like too much fun.
Really? In
Oh
London?
fuck! I had so much fun. I did some bad,
Wow.
bad things there, but we don't need to talk about that on.
I'm
We don't need to
sure.
record me talking about that.
That'll be
Bad,
another
bad things.
show.
Yeah, yeah. You can do bad things. Yeah, you can do bad things anywhere, but here, you got to walk down the street the next day. You know.
Exactly.
Um. Yeah, that's what I do. Okay.
Fun.
Hey, do you want to cut a little bumper for me then, like, so I can put it on my show every once in a while? It's like, hey, this is Foxy. You're watching Beneath Everything with Ronnie Rucker.
Sure.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Hi everybody. This is Foxy, and you're listening to Beneath the wait.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
hot.
I was looking at you like
I
I
love
did
it.
something wrong.
No, I love it.
So I stopped.
Okay, you ready? I'm sorry. I have this
Okay.
tendency to like
Because
be
you're
like,
like,
yeah,
ooh, and I
no,
was like, oh
no.
my god, did I
I'm
say
like,
something wrong?
you don't even get it. You don't even get it. Like
Okay,
I thought you were gonna
take
like mosh it
two.
all up. I thought you were gonna mosh it all up, and I was like, yes, like the moshed up ones are the ones I totally love because it's like, oh,
I was like, oh, do I stop?
okay, I won't. Do you
Okay,
got
we'll
it?
do this again.
You got it?
Ready?
Okay,
Three,
I'm not
two.
gonna give you the weird look. Okay, go.
Okay. Hi, everybody. This is Foxy, and you're listening to Beneath Everything with Ronnie Rucker. Mwah.